You just wait.
That's fancy an outing to find that she-beast.
Bring the sniffs, lass. Gap-toothed one.
Not a bad idea. Nice tits on her.
I'm talking about the Shrieker, wreaking havoc in the peasants' coops now.
Are you barking? Oh, I'm got us a hero looking to save the common folk.
From the ladies. So it weren't one, but two they left.
Waithless, move it!
What will become of us?
That seems to push my brain. I think a smudger might have been choking me last night. Smudger? Let's be the witch man. Too much
Reason you're a man well dressed.
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
Beat me when
Not
you
half
want to
bad. Brought him a packet of peelings yesterday. The feast we
Mum said if I'm good, she'll send me on the trail of treats.
Is whipped like a Novigrad whore. You surprised? I tried to dance with a witcher. Where'd he come from anyway? I have, should I? You so curious? Ask him yourself.
Ever eaten tree bark? Me? I got splinters coming out my arse from it.
And whosoever finds the barrel
Sir,
of water will not
noses and
go
frights and
unrewarded.
horrors, imps, some of them burn like a new daughter. Got a few I can spare.
I've got a son to spare. Son's better, stronger.
It's as though heaven sent you. Master Witcher, am I prone invisible? And a heap of monsters roaming about here.
If only you know we're forever getting tossed at the tavern.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Blood, blood, blood. The Pella knows the ritual to summon the spirits. The Pella will take the blood. You wish to go right away? So shall it be. The White Wolf must follow the Pella. The Pella will show the way. Nay, it's not far. Through the village, then the wood, and there we will be. 'Tis now, 'twere not before. To the Lord, Serad they called him, an evil man he were, vile, cared not a lick for common folk. When the Black Ones came, the Lord to the tower on Fyke Isle fled. The invaders set the fields afire, and a great hunger descended on us all, while the Lord in abundance wallowed, there in the Tower of Mice. The old gods, in their ire, upon him visited a punishment. A plague of rodents swarmed the isle. At first, they ate all from the feast tables. Then, the Lord and all his court they devoured. The mighty surround themselves with the fear. The invaders will be punished. That's sure. Chance they've already been. They will devour them all, as the mice devoured the Lord's court. Nearly there, nearly there. the woven glade. The White Wolf. Aye, good balance, for terrible things happened here of yore. To this day, none dare mention the name aloud. Here, the place. Light the fires. Prepare and prepare well. Once the spirits appear, there'll be no recourse, no turning back. Light the fires. The Peller will treat that as his sign to begin. Watch them. Let nothing break the circle. By the powers of earth and sky, by the world that was to be your home, I, who have tasted your blood, summon you to guide me. Come, blood unborn. Come, blood spurned. Come, blood never named. Hear me upon the paths. Lead me along the trail of those bound to you by blood. With me. I see a face, swollen, pulsing with blood. Blood! Dark upon a pale visage. A drop trickles over bright gold. I am the fist clasped. I am dark in blood beneath the white nail. I am a tear of blood.
I see the blood of her blood. I see them bound. The blood summons me. A thick flow upon skin. Dark blood upon a light stone. I am the unnamed. I am blood, immersed in blood. I am dead. Show me the blood that is your blood. Show me the blood that is lost. The blood summons me. Just a bit further, Mum. Hold on. Blood leaves her face. Thorny boughs snag her, stop her. I am a drop on a web. Will Wojtek wait? Dark blood carries the question downriver.
Why do you seek the child of elder blood? Nigh is the time of the white frost and white light, the time of madness and disdain. The world shall perish amidst ice and be reborn of elder blood, of a planted seed. What can you possibly offer?
Yes. It's done. The Pella's seen what he was meant to see. They were walking through the woods, both weak, but for different reasons. Yet both knew where they were going. Hope filled both their hearts at the thought of him. Forgive the Pella. He knows not what you mean. Spirits. The spirits speak through the ritual, not he. Wojtek. Two Wojteks have we nearabouts. In Blackbow lives one. In his hut, there he stays, has for years. Gophers, with gophers he lives, they say. And he could remember a time when in these lands dwelled only elves. A fisherman, a family he has, lives in a secluded hut near the river's mouth. Thank you.
of the trade. Keeps the hunger at bay.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way.
woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing. They do, kind sir. But I's not done a thing. Swear it on the lives of my young'uns. Not a soul have been here, sir.
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men. Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to crow's perch with the Baron. Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it. Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands. They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside. Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire. Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go. I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if. Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
Oh, it's drizzling.
What did I do to deserve your good word?
Hey!
I think I got some enemies.
Witcher, a word, please.
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do? Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late. No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. I'll never know which blooms would please my second daughter most. Damn shame. Can't deny that. Doesn't make it any easier to live with, though. You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me? What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back? How do you know she's safe? You see her at least? I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else. I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful. A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything? Well, what are you waiting for? Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Aye, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
'Cause you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak. The day dawns. As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
Come on, silly, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Kick it.
Sure how it's done.
Don't give up, girl! Move it! Move it!
Come on, lass. Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day. Aha!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours. What?
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck. Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never. You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
And making piss-poor progress.